What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Nick Corona here, and today is the day after Christmas. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, nice and crisp here in Rockford, Illinois. And we're gonna have a little DJI Mavic 2 Zoom flight around Alpine Park, and I kind of want to talk to you guys about that new Mavic 3 that came out and kind of my feelings on it, because as some of you may know, I'm a real big fan of the Zoom. So anyways, let's get this up in the air. So one of my favorite things to do with the drone is explore, and my favorite part about exploring is using the zoom, as you guys know when you watch my channel. So right here, what you're seeing is a completely zoomed out view, which is the only view you get with the Pro, and the Mavic 3 that just came out does have a zoom feature, but I have been seeing the quality of it, and it is extremely disappointing. And from what everyone says, it's extremely disappointing. So this is where I zoom in from the standard, I think it's 26 millimeters to 48. And as you can tell, it is a huge difference. I mean, it's the difference between being able to spot an animal or something and get a really good usable shot of it, or a person, without spooking them away, which is kind of the purpose of a drone, right? Like, you're trying to snipe video footage. So it seems a little bit silly to not be able to zoom in with the same level of quality, because this Mavic 2 Zoom is doing this with, you know, a physical zoom lens. It's actually moving lenses to do this, which is why it's high quality. It's not a digital zoom. And on 1080p, if you bump it down, you guys will see I even have some videos showing how you can zoom in even further than 48 meters. You can go twice that to like 96 meters. So if you were ever doing like some, you know, looking for someone or anything like that, this is what you would want. Look at that, there's some kids skating. They got an ice rink in their backyard. That's freaking sick. Oh no, they're playing basketball or something. I thought that was an ice rink for a second. If it was my backyard, it would have been an ice rink, because I suck at basketball. But I can see something down here. What do we got? Perfect example. So here, I'm going to show you guys. This is 4K right now. So as you can see, it looks really good. And I'm nervous that the Mavic 3 zoomed in won't look this good. I know it looks better zoomed out, but like, who cares? I can put a GoPro on if that's what I want. I'm gonna stop recording here. I'm gonna switch to 1080p real quick, because I want to show you guys. I think I can do this in 30 frames per second, right? Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna start recording now, and we're all the way zoomed out at 24 meters. So let's say you're doing you're looking for someone, so you see that. Now from here, I'm getting pretty close to the trees to where I'd be afraid to go much further down without visibility. And I can't really see much besides that's just a blue blob. But with the zoom, and especially on 1080p, which also reduces your video size, so this is what you would want if you were like searching for stuff, because then also you can record more and go back and look at it later. But look how big of a difference that is. That's 96 meters. That's so much more zoomed in. I mean, enough to where I can at least see that it's like a sleeping bag, and it looks like a tarp, and some other things. I get a way better view of it. And then, you know, in post-production, you can zoom in on top of this, look at it on a computer screen. Pretty cool stuff. Let's keep going, see if we can maybe get lucky and find some wildlife. There's not a ton of wildlife in this park because it's not very big and it's surrounded by houses. So I think that pretty much scares most of the wildlife away. So I am back to all the way zoomed out right now. I'm only about 100 feet up right now, just in case you're curious of, you know, what it looks like from this height. Just kind of looking on my screen for any movement, any animals or anything. Zoom in just a little bit more. The thing about being zoomed in is it makes it a lot harder to tell your drone's perspective as far as like if you're gonna run into stuff. So that's when, you know, you see me zooming out a lot. It's because you're kind of checking your surroundings. When you're zoomed in, it makes it feel like you're just gonna run into trees. Wow, that's really pretty. And just because it's so beautiful, it makes me kind of want to switch back to 4K, but I don't know. You guys be the judge. Is there a big difference? A little bit of signal loss right there because I'm really far away and not very high and over these trees, so you can just go up if you need to increase your signal. Just remember that. Which is another reason it's nice to have zoom, because let's show you guys what this looks like from 400 feet. When you're being even more sneaky. Okay, that's 200 feet. I'm in tripod mode if you guys are wondering, and I have it set to go as fast as it can in tripod mode, so just kind of nice relaxing shots. We're at 300 feet right now. That's 300, and this is from 24, completely not zoomed in at all. And we're gonna go to 400, and then I'm gonna zoom in and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, 350. Wow, that's really pretty. And close to 400. 400. Alright. So this is what it looks like from 24 meters at 400. And I'm going to just go ahead and zoom all the way down so you guys can get an idea of how big of a difference this lens is. So at that point, when you switch to 1080, you are getting the physical zoom plus a digital zoom, so you are losing some quality at that point, but look how good I can see. Oops, let me pan up for you guys. You can just get an idea. You would definitely be able to see someone down there, like if they were walking around, or a deer or something, and I'm 400 feet up, so maybe you're hunting or doing something like that where you really don't want to get close, you just want to get up and kind of surveil the area. The zoom is going to be way more stealthy than even a quiet drone, just for the fact that it can see so far. You know, you can go 400 feet up and just look around for miles and get an idea what's around you and land it. Yeah, that's very far away. Cool. So what we're gonna do here is, since this is so beautiful, I think I'm gonna do some cool panoramic photos and just kind of do some different photos of the city from above the forest here. I'm looking to make some cool things to potentially frame, so I want to do like a vertical shot. You can do vertical panoramics. I'm gonna do one kind of like right here, lined up in the center of the forest. I'll do a few straight down photos like of that, just because it looks really cool. I'll probably use I don't know, we'll see. HDR does a really good job, you guys, because HDR just, it gets everything. So I'm gonna stop recording, switch cameras, and then I just have it set to HDR because that photo is gonna be phenomenal. It's essentially taking multiple photos super fast and doing it all for you, like taking a light one, a mid one, a dark one. High dynamic range, it means gets the lights and the darks. It doesn't always mean highest quality, it just means it's gonna get the most color. That picture is probably really cool. So next, I'm gonna screen record this part for you guys starting now. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm in the wrong mode. You can't be in, you gotta go to positioning mode. And then it should show up for me. Yeah, so my bad. When you're in panoramic mode, it doesn't offer it. But as soon as you go to positioning mode, now you can get to your panoramic shots. And then I'm gonna do the vertical one right here. It's gonna probably look really cool. Ooh, I can tell it kind of missed a little, so I might do another one. Oh, we'll see. So it's taking all the photos, it'll stitch them together. Returning to the home position. Yeah, see, I need to be a little bit more this way. I'm going to start the camera aimed up just a little bit. Move the drone to the center a little bit more. Alright, let's try that. Cool. Go back to HDR shot. Let's swoop down here and see. Oh, it's so pretty. You can always swipe up on the screen to see your full image. Zooming in compresses everything. It's always going to make it kind of look better. So I'm going to scoot up a little bit because I kind of want that street to show in the photo. So keep in mind, you're just seeing the streamed image to you right now. The photos are going to be much higher quality. You can actually hop over to your SD card here. Always fun to do during flight. I like to go up a few extra feet for the just in case. And you can check them out and see that, like, yes, that photo actually looks terrible. Am I still getting a preview? Let me download it. Download both of them. We're gonna actually check them real quick. Hey, there's my puppies. Oh yeah, see, look at that. Pretty high quality. Not bad, not bad. I'm down to compare it to a regular shot. Let's take one right now. So, photo. Oops, I switched to video. Go to photo, single shot. Didn't realize that was set to +3. Don't really want that. It's not letting me change it. Oh, it's because that's as dark as it can go. Here we go. There we go. Alright, so let's compare the single shot to the HDR shot. Ooh, I think that's a bigger file, not gonna lie. Remember, HDR, not the best. Okay, here you can see the difference. So, let's see, which is which? I'm guessing this is the HDR because it's darker. Let's see what the file difference is now. 4.7, 4.3. So 4.7 is probably the single shot. That's probably... Yep, the HDR shot is the one I downloaded second. So the HDR shot is a smaller file, but look at the difference. So HDR, regular, let's see here. The regular one, look how far I can zoom in. It's really far. The HDR one, I can zoom in pretty far too, but is it the same quality? So, see, the single shot looks a little bit better when you zoom in because it has a little bit more information. You know, it's 4.7 versus the 4.3, but the color's already better. So, if you're not going to do any color correction and you like the photo, you might want to do HDR, but if you know you're going to crop in, if you know you're going to take it into Lightroom, you might want to do the single shot so you can control more stuff. Honestly, I do the HDR a lot because then I get just more accurate from the camera, but it just really depends. It really does. If you're an amateur, I'd recommend HDR because when you do single shot, it only looks good if you do manual controls. It doesn't always look that great in automatic. You definitely have to kind of know what you're doing. Cool, so at this point, I have 28% battery. I've been flying around for quite a while. It says I have 7 minutes left, but I'm just gonna go ahead and switch back to 4K and take a nice little scenic swoop in. Give her a landing. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know, what do you guys think about the Mavic 3? Let me know. You know, other than just the zoom camera, which is the big concern to me, I know it has a longer battery life, but this is already a really long battery life and I could just buy another battery and it kind of makes up for that. So not a huge selling point. I don't really always love the camera zoomed all the way out, so that's not a huge selling point. And I'm honestly much less excited for it than I thought I'd be, and now I am looking back at the FPV drone again, to tell the truth. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Till next time, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, let me know below and subscribe to the channel for more dope flights. Till next time, peace.